Welcome to Speaking Of. I'm Jared.
I'm Kate.
And this week, Kate is going to jump right in.
I'm going to jump right in.
Because I jump in too much.
That's not
Often
true.
without looking.
Always without looking.
Most of the time. Who are we kidding? So, what should we talk about first?
Well, I'm just noticing our mugs.
Oh, that's right. From when we got in the Wayback Machine last week.
Yeah, and I was remembering, because I'm looking at this thinking, Kylie, why does my mug say Kylie? But then I remember it was that summer that I was obsessed with Kylie Minogue, and I wanted to be her.
I remember it well.
There's not a lot he can say that about.
It's true. I should have grown out my goatee so I could stroke it. I remember it well.
I remember it a little. I do.
You do. I do too. It's too bad. Maybe next time we'll use the bit about charging for kisses.
And now you can guess which one of us did.
It's a cliffhanger.
We'll bring out our respective piggy banks, shake them, and you can decide.
Who charged for kisses when they were a kid? Or maybe we can get in the Wayback Machine and film it that way again too. That was fun. I enjoyed that episode last week. I'm not gonna lie.
It was very fun.
I'm gonna pat us on the back because no one else does. Thanks. All right, so I promised you could jump in. So jump in.
Well, no, it's fine. I just had a situation happen today that really
just
made
today?
me chuckle. Yes, it was just today, just this afternoon, and it reminded me.
Oh, go ahead.
I hate it when he does that. No,
It's
go
because
ahead.
things remind. No, I want you to
go
go.
ahead.
No, I'm telling you because publicist is gonna get on and say that I make cliffhangers and I don't finish the story and I never let you talk or something other like that. So
Go
just
ahead.
Go. Nope, done. Go.
Crying in the rain.
Something happened this afternoon.
Anyway, now it's. This is what's. So now I have two things because speaking of anticlimactic stories, which is what you're about to get.
How long have we been on the air? Is this a new record?
I tried to retell a joke today.
Yeah.
And it failed so miserably. So here's what happened. I don't remember what the conversation was, but Aurora came up.
Aurora Borealis?
No, Aurora Sleeping Beauty.
First name Aurora, last name Beauty, middle Sleeping. Aurora S. Beauty. Or ASB. Telling you the monster kicked in way too fast.
Anyway. So Aurora comes up and I was like, oh my gosh, my niece told me this really funny joke. Now, how did it go again? And I couldn't remember. And I was like, it was something about what's the laziest dinosaur?
Dinosaur.
And then I was like,
Jurassic World isn't even out yet.
and I was saying, oh, it's Aurora. Wait, so then I spend like 5 minutes trying to look it up in my email, and there's no signal because we're in the old school.
Oh, that thing is made of lead. It is.
So I'm like waiting, and my brothers are standing around going, What?
Today.
What is it? I gotta hear the end of this. So finally I find it, I realize what it is, and the joke was...
Speaking of anticlimactic.
Yeah, the joke was, what's the laziest dinosaur? Aurora. Like roar. And all of them were like, that's stupid.
Because that joke needs some Viagra. Just saying.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. I didn't just say, because speaking of just saying, that's been coming up a lot lately. I told you that our show is not speaking of. Some people refer to it as just saying.
Oh, that's right. Speaking of,
just
AKA,
saying. Just saying.
That reminds me.
We can do a spin-off. Just saying.
It reminds me of this lady that I used to work with who, instead of saying, that's what she said, would always confuse it with, and then she said. So somebody
love those jokes.
Somebody would make a comment and then she said.
And then she said.
What? What did she say then?
Speaking of, and then she said, I'm not taking away from your thunder, am I?
No, I had another story, but it's super anticlimactic now, just like the joke I just relayed. So please carry on.
Speaking of then she said, so last week, before we got into the Wayback Machine, I had meant to bring up, have you heard about the Fat Amy controversy?
There's a controversy. Oh,
There is a
I heard
controversy.
something about finding out how old she actually
Yes,
was, and I was
so-
like, why does anybody care?
It
That is nobody's
doesn't
business.
matter. And so, like,
Never mind the fact
oh.
that everybody knows that it is rude to ask a woman her age, let
Well-
alone to go on and on and on and on and on and on.
All I'm saying is some of us look younger as we get older.
I mean,
You know?
if you're 29 and you still look 20,
Well,
how is that a problem?
And it doesn't matter because it turns out she's 35. Ooh, right? And when she did Pitch Perfect, the first one, so what would that be? 32, 33
Yeah.
tops, if even.
Yeah.
She's funny. She can pull it off. Leave the woman alone.
Well, are they complaining that she's 35 and playing a
oh,
college
and
student?
so then you heard about the name too, right?
No.
Okay, so Rebel Wilson is her name. She has two other names that sound more real. I can't remember them.
I
at the
have
time.
other names too.
So she has, yeah, she has aliases. Don't let her fool you with this other name business. Never mind. I'm just going to stop and behave, internet.
You should have heard the poor guy that called me about my college transcripts. And he's like, they called me once, and then he called me again with a different name, and I was like, let's just get this out of the way right now. Do you have a pen and paper? Here's the list. You don't need to call
Take
again.
them all down. So she did an interview, and I want to say it was with Ellen. I can't remember if it was Ellen, but she said, "No, Rebel is my real name, but I got made fun of so much in
Which makes
school
sense.
that I went by my middle name instead," which is totally legitimate.
A lot of people
And-
go by their middle name, even for not that reason.
But this is what's scary is that the media is stalking her. Like they're getting a hold of her school records.
Oh, for crying out loud, who cares?
And I'm like, I thought they burned those things after a while.
well, we made sure they did ours.
I tell you what. Oh, I tell you what.
If it's anything like our old tapes, they're still alive and kicking.
While you were at the middle school, I should have sent you on a mission then, because I know where all that stuff is.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Oh my goodness, my goodness.
So yeah, I was
You
not
know,
happy.
it must
at
be a
all
slow news week because I don't understand why anybody cares about any of that stuff.
to do. Well, the big news story is though
No,
that
wait,
I
there's
just
more.
found out before we went on. I heard that anthrax had been shipped around the country. What was it?
No, stop. So, we're talking about Rebel Wilson. You say that, and I'm hearing it as a name, anthrax.
Oh, okay. 'Cause I'm like,
Anthrax
did
has
I
been
get
shipped
my?
around the world.
I was like, did I get my facts confused again? And producer isn't shaking his head at me, so I think I know
No,
what I'm talking
they're all
about.
giving me weird stares because I'm on my own planet. Bye.
So, but tell them what you told me. Where did it come from?
It came from Dugway, Utah.
Which is where we live.
We
Not
don't live
in
Dugway.
Dugway. Close enough.
Some people might wish we did.
It might explain a lot, actually.
Wouldn't it, though? Yeah.
Radiation.
would.
So yeah, that's the real news story. But you don't hear about that. We're talking about Fat Amy.
As I'm talking to my brothers about it, and they're saying how, yeah,
What?
we shipped it to where? Korea?
Oh.
And then one of my brothers was like, oh, whoops, that was supposed to go to North Korea. Our bad.
Oh, no, don't say that. Now they're going to come after us.
Well, we can hope. We could use a few more viewers.
True that.
Come on over,
True.
North Korea. We'll
I'll
let you
say.
watch.
We're big in Japan.
It's true.
And Germany, right? Didn't we have some views in Germany? Sure.
I don't know. I mean,
No, yes. I don't remember either. Anyway, are we over time or are we still good?
are people
Okay,
still
we're still
watching?
good. Are people still watching after our anticlimactic joke? That needed Viagra.
Why you gotta put that on me?
Just saying.
Okay.
So, okay, go.
No, you go ahead.
All right, no, so we were talking about Pitch Perfect. So speaking of that, reminded me when my mom joined us for a viewing of
That's
Pitch Perfect
right.
with us.
Jared's poor mother had the privileged opportunity to sit at the movie theater with Jared and myself, as the Hubs gets to do quite often, and that's why he never watches the show, by the way.
Right.
But yeah, she left saying, boy, I sure feel bad for the Hubs that he has to put up with this so often.
No, but she was cracking jokes on me.
She was.
Left and right.
It was great.
I mean, I think the best one was the one about Sunday, was because Hubs turned to me and said, do
Oh,
you
yeah.
have any plans on Sunday? And she's like, oh, yes, Jared has plans to be in church. You should have seen the laughter.
Strangers were laughing.
Yeah, I tell you what, apparently my going to hell is hilarious.
It's hilarious.
It's a pun a minute this week, folks. I mean, really, why?
You should have heard us on the way over.
Oh, you should have. I mean, why aren't we on television? Just why?
We are at June's
Don't-
house.
Oh, yeah. On June's house.
On June's
On
house.
June's house. It's like a drive-in movie.
Well, it
You
is for
just
us
drive
when we're
up and
watching.
there's a screen, and speaking of, it's on it.
When you do like us and you watch from the backyard, it really feels like a drive-in movie. We wouldn't do that to you, June.
Never, ever in a million years.
There might be people we would do it to.
I do want to have June back, though.
Come back, June. Come
Yes,
back.
because I want her to show us some yoga poses to relieve lower back pain. She posted about it on her little...
Oh, I missed that.
No, I
And-
think it'd be great.
A, I don't have lower back pain, thank heavens. And B, I have the flexibility of a brick.
That's why it'll be great.
Speaking of flexibility of a brick. So maybe I don't want to tell this story. At any rate,
Really? I pretty much opened the door with the Viagra joke. I mean, you can't really go
I'm
downhill
just
past
saying
that.
it requires an admission that maybe I'm not ready to make.
Oh, to the internet's world webs.
Yes. Let's just say there's a certain person that did not believe me when I said I have the upper body strength of an infant. And then I got to prove it.
Oh.
Yeah.
We could do codename.
Doogie Howser was on Good Behavior yesterday.
Good job. I'm glad to hear it,
Yes.
because I was worried for his personal physical safety after last week.
Yeah.
So,
It's not very hard to get on my list, if you will.
but...
It's hard to get off of it.
Yeah. Maybe he's doing good cop, bad cop. You should take in a little Lego guy, the Lego good cop, bad cop. It'd be fun. And say, look, Doogie, I just need to know how this session's going. Can you flip your head and let me know
Are
which
you gonna do
mood?
good cop or bad cop?
Just think.
Wow.
It would help set the tone. You wouldn't have to worry. It'd be great.
It would be something.
It would be.
It most certainly would be something. Yeah.
All right, should we wrap up? We good?
Producer's sick of us and nodding
Yes,
his head that
he
yes,
is. But we
should
have
wrap
gotten
up.
some quality chuckles from him this week, which means this is going to be a 4-star episode.
4? How many stars are there?
I think 4.
I just want intern to come back because I am
Yes.
bound and determined that poor intern, we're going to get an LOL IRL out of the intern.
Right. In life.
IRL LOL?
Don't talk anymore. It's making my head buzz.
I get that a lot.
We missed you this week, intern. We'll see you again soon, surely.
We'll see.
We'll see. Right.
Who knows? Who cares? Whatever.
All right. I'm Jared.
I'm Katie.
We'll see you next time.